Yes, the clip. He don't know. He don't watch the pod.
I know it's a clip. I want you to do it live.
Oh, yeah, because I do sound like I can't read on that thing. I always say, and I want to fix it. Let's see.
Go ahead. Show them that you're not
illiterate.
illiterate.
Our future lawyer, we want to let everybody know that the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of those who express them alone.
Mm-hmm.
It is not
He stuttered.
express the opinion of the Black Dads Club or any of its affiliates.
Thank you. Enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, and subscribe. All right. It says tonight we're talking about AI breaking into tech and apparently building the perfect bourbon collection. Ask Ben, what's in your glass tonight and what makes it special? You think that's AI written?
I don't know. It could be Ryan GPT.
Oh my gosh, the worst.
Some have alleged.
Yo,
Ryan. I work in AI, so ultimately I understand what it's capable of. It should terrify you.
What are we drinking on the first drink before we get started?
Hold on. Before we start.
Uh-oh.
Are we telling the truth today or are we lying?
Are we telling the truth today?
All right.
I'm asking the questions. So you gonna tell the truth. Oh, Ryan jealous. He want to be on camera
I know,
so bad.
that's all right. Give him a little FOMO.
It's all right. No, I have
got that from my episode.
Oh my gosh. What are we sipping on tonight, Ben?
So what are we starting with here? Okay, so hello everybody. I'm Ben.
I'm gonna do.
All right. Hold on. Excuse me. I was supposed to insert an introduction of myself with a little personality, but
that's next.
What are we sipping on? We are sipping on, you can clip that other stuff. What are we sipping on? We are sipping on Koval. This is a distillery from Chicago. I grew up not too far from where this is located on Montrose and Ravenswood. For all my Chicago folks, you know where that's at. In the Ravenswood neighborhood. They have a similar story to most small micro distilleries, where some folks during the Great Recession decided to get together and explore some entrepreneurial aspect of their life. And the beauty of Koval is that they said, hey, every bourbon, every liquor starts as vodka, right? It goes from ethanol, gets distilled, it becomes vodka.
Okay.
And then from there, you can do whatever you want. You can do a gin, a bourbon, continue to refine your vodka recipe based on what starch you begin with. But this was the first distillery tour that I ever did. And they hold a special place in my heart, not only because of their co-location where I grew up, but just because I hated bourbon at the start. Right? They were relatively new on the bourbon scene. So the thing about bourbon is allegedly it's supposed to age in new oak charred barrels for at least 2 years.
Okay. But
the 2 years is kind of like hey, it should be, let the charcoal do what it does to the bourbon. But they had, I think this tour that I went on was maybe 6 months in for their from their opening, and young bourbons are not great.
Nah, not at all. And I'm not gonna do any bashing, but I love mentioning bourbons to Ben. He's like, they're trash. But we won't mention anybody. So how did I meet Ben? So shout out to the wives of the Black Dads Club and their guests. So my wife comes home. She's going through hell, right? She's getting done with the pregnancy. She's going through postpartum, and we dealing with a lot, right? And so I laugh because my wife comes home and she goes, hey, a girl at work wants you to meet her husband. I don't mean nobody's husband. Cause you it's never that I have a problem with dudes. I just don't know what type of, I don't know if you're an F-boy or not. I don't know if you corny or not. I don't have time to gauge in public how you gonna act or react.
It's like that Mike Tyson meme with the two pigeons. Okay, now kiss.
Yes.
It's the worst.
So she says this. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So we go to their company party and I walk into the Fillmore since they don't work there no more. And I walk in and I look up where I always stand at. There's a dude standing there and I'm pissed because I'm like, he in my spot. And that's when dudes get real like, this is mine. Like, this is mine. This is my property. And so I looked up, don't know who that is. I keep it moving. But it was funny because I went to the front because they had Call of Duty on the Xbox that they was playing on the screen.
Big screen.
Huge screen, which is funny because you wasn't playing the game back then. No. And so knowing who you are now, knowing how good you are now, it would have been perfect for us to meet there, right? So cool. I keep going through life. And then then I meet you. No, had they already had the kids by then?
No, this was 2018.
Okay. So they're not pregnant yet.
No.
Cool. Fast forward. I do my famous photo shoot where the guy left his wife at the maternity shoot. And he was like, I'm going to the bar. I'll be back. And I was just like, all right, cool. Still don't know who this guy is. Fast forward later, I realized it was him, and I stopped telling people that story, but I just shared it with y'all.
Shout out to CMC.
Shout out to
He was special on Sundays.
Look, man. So what was cool was as soon as I met y'all in swim class, right? Which was super cool. And that is my cheat code when I meet new parents. And I'm like, hey.
You see them in bathing suits?
No. Okay. I hate this effort. But every time I meet like new parents, they be like, hey, how did you find your parent friends? I don't know how often you two get that, but I get that a lot, right? Like, how did you meet them? And I try to give them, I'm like, yo, just go to swim class. See who cool, figure it out. But y'all got to make an effort to like hang. And soon as I met you in swim class, my wife then reminds me all the other times I had met you or the attempt was made. And she was like, he was standing in your spot and you was complaining about it. And I was like, oh, that's him. Then she reminded me later that it was you at the photo shoot, whatever. And since y'all have came in my life, I'm gonna edit this out. But like, it's been great. Like new friends, new people, great opportunities, better arguments. Haven't lost one yet in this group chat. And it's been great. So that is my intro to Ben. This has been, but one of the funniest things that happened, Ben hates the way I say his name. And my wife does too.
Well, you mispronounce it, but that's fine.
It's Ben.
Ben?
Oh, see, here we go. And then the funny part is we go through this, just to put a bow on it. I'm meeting Ben and he keeps laughing at me because I'm drinking vodka. I'm drinking Tito's and Sprite. Ooh. What's wrong? I like Tito's. It's good, especially with a lemon, a little Sprite in there.
That's why you're so skinny.
That's what you said then. And I was like, all right, now I got a gut. You know what I'm saying? I got a little stomach. And
Dad bod. It's been rebranded.
It has been rebranded. And the first thing that I noticed about this group is they will force you to find money. They will force you to earn more money so you can spend more money.
That's right.
And the first thing we did was we went to Kentucky. And we have our Kentucky glasses here from the Bourbon Festival. I encourage everybody to go there. I had a great time. I was not a bourbon drinker, but they was training me. Pause. And it never, yeah, it happens, bro. And so resume. And so we go up there to Kentucky and I had a time. I saw a dude get carried out the festival at 11 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. It was him?
Nah, it wasn't him. Me and Ben was sitting down though at like 1.
At our big old age, we had to, man.
We had to. All right, let's start this pod. So I want to ask you a couple of things. I want you to educate people on bourbon, not because you are super educated and well versed in this, but then you're also like passionate about it, which I think. How many bottles do you own?
So just taking a step back in the context of why bourbon, I, like many people that got into bourbon, started during the pandemic. So 2020, there was nothing to do but sit inside, and I beat God of War in like 36 hours. Which, I mean, if you know anything about, those type of video games, it's supposed to last you about a month.
Absolutely.
But I got bored. So I was like, what am I going to do? Idle hands are the devil's playthings. So I decided to pick up a hobby. I ended up picking up 2. So I picked up barbells because at that point I got one of the stimulus checks. Okay. And I essentially assembled a home gym with it. And I also picked up bourbon because at that point, due to a wheat shortage from a few years prior, the bourbon world was facing a really big gap in the supply. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, people are really hype about this Blanton stuff. They keep, talking about, how they're looking at the ABC stores for it. Because if you remember, the ABC stores here in North Carolina stayed open during COVID because people are addicted to alcohol. Not great. But
shout out to Shaw.
Let me check it out, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how I got into bourbon.
All right, so this is the point of this episode. I want y'all to listen to what he has to say about bourbon, but we also want to teach people about tech because my wife told so many lies about you on the intro, right? But anyway, I was told that, hey, he's a tech computer guy. And which ain't too far from the truth, right?
More or less.
See, oh my gosh, here we go. So I kind of want to educate people today on how they can get in tech, what they should look for. We do high level. You can go pause.
Say it.
You can go as deep as you want to go in the subject. But I kind of want you to also I know a lot of our listeners are fans of bourbon and things of that nature. So what were you doing before you got into this world of tech?
So that's a good question. So when I first moved to Charlotte some time ago, I got here and I was unemployed. I
Okay.
just left my hometown without a care in the world. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna build this plane on the way down. So I got to Charlotte with no job.
Okay.
Shout out to my wife who supported us for a while. While
Shout
I
out
found
to her.
myself. But I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. And that was the question that I asked myself from the time I was 6 until now at 36. So every day it changed. For me, I was always, because of the way that I process information, when I find rabbit holes to fall down, I get really into them and I really get passionate about it. And so I got really into finance.
Okay.
So I joined a financial advising firm to the point where I got licensed.
Okay. Oh,
Passed the Series 7 and 63. Shout out to our finance friends.
shout out. Ryan got his hands up. He
that was
didn't speak
basically-
no finance when
He
he
wants
came
to
on.
hop in? All right.
No, he didn't speak about it last time.
That's fair. You're right.
You didn't ask me those questions, but just to plug in here, those series exams are tough. I also have the 763 and the 79, and those are tough and takes a lot of time and dedication to pass.
Right.
So kudos to you.
Thank
Kudos to
you. Yeah.
him.
And so I decided after I took those, I didn't want to be a financial advisor growing up.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I am not privy to the sunk cost fallacy. So if I move on from something, I move on. I'm not worried about how many hours I suck into it because I know I'm moving towards something greater.
That's why you like to cut people off and don't.
That's for other reasons. Addition by subtraction, as they call it. But essentially, I kept moving on, right? I was like, hey, let me find out what I want to do. So like most people at that time, I decided to go to grad school. And so I went to grad school. Shout out to Wake Forest University.
Shout out
Go
to the
Deeks.
Deacons.
Yeah, Demon Deeks. And I met a bunch of great people there, really smart, really talented.
Shout out to Jake.
Shout out to Jake. And it's actually Jake who said, hey, you're really great with people and you're really smart. You have excellent people skills.
Jake was lying like hell.
We just got to know each other. So I was
Right.
I had
Jake
the wool
lying.
over his eyes. So he's like, hey, check out tech, right? I work in tech. He's like, every day things are changing, right? You can find little mini rabbit holes to fall down and it's actually a good thing. So me being the way I am, I looked up tech and I was like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. There's so much to learn. What is coding? What are all these terms? How do I find structure?
Hold on. Before we get there, what was your when you was in college, what was your major?
Cultural anthropology.
Okay. See.
My
That's how I know
parents
you
were thrilled
smart.
about it.
I bet they wasn't. Not for what we was paying.
But
Then what was your you went to grad school. What was that in?
MBA.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, but the beauty of that is that I learned how to learn. And so I'm a lifelong learner. And so bringing it back to that point, I said, hey, I have a chip on my shoulder. I don't understand tech. Let me go to do a coding boot camp. And the coding boot camp was 6 months. It was a tremendous, you had to learn full stack development, front end, back end, middleware. And so I overlaid those technical skills, which I respect, but don't want to do day to day,
Excuse me.
with my people skills.
Okay.
And so that's when I launched into tech as hey, I am a Swiss Army knife. You can throw me into any team. I'll figure out what the culture of the team is. Shout out to cultural anthropology.
Yeah.
I'll tie that with the tech that they're building. Shout out to the coding boot camp with the business people who don't care about any of that.
Facts.
They just want to know when are you going to deliver.
Yeah.
And so I can massage that message for them, let them know, set those expectations, and have those tough conversations that most engineers probably aren't really wanting to have anyway.
When was that moment where you was like, all right, so you go to college for what you go to college for. You're unemployed. Shout out to us who are unemployed, and you got to look your wife in the face and be like, I don't know how I can help. I've been there. It's tough. And then when you start making money, you like, please never remind me when I was unemployed.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Honestly, the beauty of my relationship, shout out to my wife, she's the best, is that we are ride or die for each other. No matter what, ups and downs, thick or thin, in our vows, we promised each other that we'd always be there, and we meant it. So
It's funny. I was telling my homeboy today, this is my squirrel brain for anybody, been and seeing it in real time versus hearing it in the car. I was telling a guy today, we was talking about me being married, and I was like, yo, I really put my wife's job first. And he kind of just looked at me like, all right. And I said, no. When I lost my job and I didn't have a job, she was like, you're going to make this work. Take all the time you need to make this work. I got us. And it didn't take long, but for that, the reason why it didn't take long because her words of encouragement it like helped me to be like, gotta do this.
Give you
for
the
her.
psychological safety to fail.
Absolutely. So thank God. And then I met Ben and Ryan, and then they was like, nah, you don't make enough to hang with us. So let's get you more business so we can spend your money. All right, cool. So you go to college for what you go to college for. You go to grad school, what you go to grad school for. You do the boot camp. You keep learning. You keep learning. When did you say, oh, I made the right decision? Like, what was that moment for you in tech where you was like, oh, I made the right decision? And it could be something small or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say the first time I had that moment was, I want to say maybe a year into my first kind of like big boy job at a corporate. I worked at a bank, one of the smaller banks, but they moved me from a team that didn't necessarily need my skill set to a team that was not only had executive visibility, but didn't have the staffing, the funding, the direction, or frankly, the morale to complete what they needed to do. And they dropped me in and said, good luck. Here's 8 folks. 4 of them are in India. By the way, the country just shut down. It's, March of 2020. Make it happen. I was like, all right. I got down to it. I related to them on an individual level, found out what motivated them. I could understand what they were talking about with the tech. Kind of the way I outlined it earlier, I was able to relate with the business partners because I understand, the ROI of what we got to do and the urgency, able to filter that. And I was just acting as this translator, but learning from everybody in the process. And they were also grateful for it because they were like, I can talk to you the way I'm comfortable, and I know you're going to understand and receive it the way it needs to be. And I trust that you'll take that message to those who it needs to get to and have it land appropriately with them. Like, man, I speak everybody's language now.
Do you like chaos in the workplace? Not chaos, but like moving parts?
That's a good question. Yes, I am
I feel
motivated.
like you like that in our friendships.
I like to press. I am best under pressure. We'll put it that way.
Huh.
I excel.
Because sometimes you wake up in our group chat and choose violence.
It gets a little too comfortable.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. All right. So we're talking about like these great folks' first moments. What was your first sip of bourbon that you was like, oh, I really like this?
That's a great question.
Because I can't remember what you gave me first at the crib. Because you didn't make me do the, what's that shit called,
Bourbon
Ryan?
Trail. We'll get to that.
Yeah, you didn't make me do that. I can't remember what you might have given me at the crib. I don't know. But I just know whatever I taste, I was like, oh, this hurt my throat, my chest.
Is hot.
Yeah, I was like, it's spicy. Yeah. Yo, pause this whole episode, y'all. Like, but it was just like that. But what was your first great sip that you said, hey, it was good?
So I don't think I have a one first great sip because the way I view bourbon is a way to bring people around and to have a common subject of conversation or common experience. So every time I get around and we crack a new bottle with my friends, family, strangers, that's my favorite first sip.
Ryan, you got a favorite first sip? Mine's is what was that I got in Kentucky? It was the toasted one.
Yeah, the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel.
That junk was fire. I remember I tried that. I was like, dang, I should have brought some money. If somebody can get that for me, let me know. And that lavender joint that the St. John's.
Luke's is like,
Yeah.
Favorite first sip would be in Japan.
Here we go.
The Nika. That's the brand. Nikka. It's a Japanese whiskey. It was really, really good.
He sold us on it.
Paired it with a cigar. Speakeasy in the heart of Japan. Amazing.
So sorry for the non-answer that I gave you, but I'd say
like that.
My favorite first sip would have been Blade and Bow.
Okay.
That was, I know it's an obscure answer, but like I mentioned, in 2020, there was a shortage.
Yeah.
And so I went to a friend's house who was not in our pod, so it was a little dangerous. We were kind of, getting out of our pod and exposing ourselves to the virus potentially. So it was risky. And so we get there, and he's a bourbon guy.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, his name's Eric. Hey, Eric, what do you got for me, right? I hear bourbon's great, and I hear this Buffalo Trace stuff. What should I drink? And he's like, yeah, that's the great marketing, right? But try this, right? It's a smaller distillery. I don't know if they're small, but it's a lesser known brand. And the cool thing about it is they all have little keys on them.
Okay.
So Blade and Bow has 5 keys that if you mail them, allegedly, I never actually looked into this, but if you collect all 5 keys and mail them to the distillery, they'll like send you back some way to commemorate that you've accomplished this and bought 5 of their bottles. It was an $80 bottle, so I was like, all right, let's chill out. I don't know how quickly I'll buy all 5 of these bottles, but I tasted it. I'm like, oh, I get it now. I haven't had bourbon since Koval in Chicago.
Yeah.
I hated it back then, but my flavor profile changed. My ability to appreciate more complex liquors changed. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So that was my jump into bourbon.
All right, let's jump into tech. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What would be, all right, so I want to get into tech. I want to, get in this world. What type of skills or mindset should I have, like, getting in there? What would be super helpful going in there? Because I know a lot of people is probably thinking like, hey, I want to get my son into this, but it's like, what should you know, or what should you be working on?
That's a great question. So the thing I like about tech is that it's a meritocracy. No matter how long you've been in it, what you have accomplished prior, there's always something new that's changing the game that will equalize the playing field on a regular basis. Before AI, it was every maybe year and a half. Then it became every 6 months. Now with AI, it's every 2 weeks, every 3 days.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
The thing I would say, all that to say, is that what I would advise to folks that are looking to break into tech is it has a super low barrier of entry. So just go do something. At the end of the day, that's the real filter. It's like if you can hang and you can follow, complex programs, or you can build an ecosystem, you have that imagination.
Yeah.
This might be for you. But if not, it's okay.
What's funny is you say it's like a low barrier, and I think I would assume it's super hard or super difficult or just so much you would need to know to get started. Mind you, I went to school for computer software and never got the call.
In the 1900s?
Me and Ben the same age, but in our group chat, everybody thinks I'm like 10 years older.
Such a validating moment.
Look, I be looking at the group chat like, oh, y'all just picking on me today. So that's why I just leave. Like, and it's like, how many of us in there? 10, 11, 9? In the
Depending on
aftermath?
which group math. Yeah.
Which group math?
Which group we're talking about, yeah.
In the aftermath, it's at least 10 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they called me the senior basically. And
How did that group originate?
I can't remember. It's crazy. So what? That group is around.
NDAs have been signed.
Yes, indeed, a lot of them. What are some hard lessons you had to learn? Like getting into getting into tech, because sometimes we all get into our world and we assume that we know something, right? We know it. Like for me with photography, I knew when I got there, like clients are going to be coming all the time. My biggest downfall was being an entrepreneur. Is that I used to spend money before I got it. I think I told y'all I still struggle with that. Besides last year, that's why I'm paying money back in taxes.
That's why we spend it for you.
Oh my gosh. And so but somebody hit me up, like they inquire about something. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go on Amazon. I was spending everything they was about to give me. And then next, you never hear from them. Right.
Right.
So that was like a hard lesson I had to learn. What did you have to learn getting into tech that you was just like, all right, it's going to make me stronger?
That's a great question as well. Man, coming with the hard hitting questions here.
He got it 6 months ago, Ryan.
No, you're getting the candid answers here. So I think the hardest thing I had to learn in tech is that folks don't have time to dive into the details. Like I mentioned earlier, I am very much like, hey, I want to have breadth and depth. I think it's important to understand the context of a situation in order to make your next move. And in business, things move so fast that they don't necessarily care. Leadership doesn't necessarily care where you're coming from, what your context is. They want to know, jump to what's the TLDR, the too long did not read. And so that was the hardest thing I had to learn is, hey, wrap it up, summarize it. What's the action, the what, the so what, and now what?
I'm laughing because I always seen TLDR on Reddit and I never knew what that mean. Shout out to Reddit. If y'all find me, you find me. I got a question and I'm going to phrase this the correct way so we don't piss off any sponsors, potential sponsors.
Sure.
What is your favorite inexpensive bottle of bourbon?
That's a great question. Every question is going to be a great question, apparently. I really enjoy the sleeper picks, they call them, right? And I think that's what you mean by inexpensive.
Sure.
Because I don't necessarily care how much a bottle costs.
Oh,
As long as the mash bill is great and it's a great sipper and I have a situation for it.
okay.
So what I mean by that is you can buy, a bottle of whatever that is, and it will sit on your shelf forever.
Okay, we're going to get to that later.
Yeah. But I will answer your question. I'm getting there.
Thank you.
But what I really enjoy, and I pick it up every time I see it at the liquor store, would be Ancient Age. So the beauty of Ancient Age is that most folks don't know it's Buffalo Trace just with a different label.
Absolutely.
It might not be the exact, it's kind of all the leftover parts.
Yeah.
So it's a little hit or
Explain
miss.
how that happens.
Yeah. So what happens is that these bourbon companies, they mass produce hundreds and thousands of liters of bourbon every year. They throw it in a warehouse. And then as time goes on, the master distiller pulls different sections depending on where it is in the warehouse, how long it's been sitting there, and he blends different releases, we'll call them, right? And so what happens is that it's not a perfect science. The liquor evaporates as it's aging, but eventually, like, there's odds and ends and spare parts in those barrels, and rather than just throw it away, they just sell it to they call it white labeling. They sell it to a subsidiary called like Ancient Age, and then they're like, hey, I mean, this is all really good bourbon. Just throw it all in a bottle.
And that's what we get.
Yep.
Shout out to the beach. That's what we get. Y'all like our beach trips?
Yeah, it's great.
Very much so.
We telling the truth.
I love the beach trips. I've always been a huge proponent of it. That's why I'm going anyways.
So for y'all who are listening, we go on a beach trip every year. And I'm the only one who hates the beach. And this group does not care. And me and Karina went back and forth yesterday because she was saying something. I was like, yo, y'all never asked me where I want to go. She was like, well, it's 5-1. So there's no need asking you. And I was like, cool, bet.
Where do you want to go? That's the same price
Atlanta.
point. So plan a trip. What are the kids going to do in Atlanta?
But they canceled Lemon Pepper Wing Night.
See, they go big.
No, what are the kids going to do in Atlanta?
We can go to Coca-Cola.
And do
Even
what?
though none of our kids drink soda.
Okay, so that's pointless. What else?
We can go to the aquarium.
Okay.
They got something else down there. I don't know.
The Varsity. Go get a hot dog.
Yep. We could take them to a Braves game.
You're about halfway through the episode. And you only drink one
It's
whiskey. Come on. I need y'all to drink more.
What's the next bottle you want to introduce? Let's do that.
All right. So,
See,
we'll clip here.
if he would have read this, he would have saw that he was supposed to bring an inexpensive bottle for us to taste.
Of course.
Yeah, it's about a $50 bottle of Koval.
That would have lined up with the question.
See, he ain't read none of the
Now you're
questions.
doing another Koval. So see,
And
now
he
the listeners getting bored.
And he thinks that this is getting cut out. That's the greatest part.
Of course it is. Why is your glass so slippery?
Because I got my body oil. Shout out to the body oil that's out there. Shout out to Ashley, who does my hair, who hasn't done my hair since last year.
Does your hair?
Remember, she was helping me grow my shit. Pause.
You want some?
No, I'm good. You gonna tell them about what happened at the bar when Buddy thought you were bald?
Yo, that was so disrespectful. So we at the bar. This is the part of the podcast that y'all really want to hear. So we at the doggone bar.
We're not
We're
gonna
not gonna
play your
name.
name.
We're gatekeeping.
Yeah, because y'all will blow it up. And they only got like
I
a
don't know if
3.
you
On
wanna
their
say
last leg.
I was about to use the N-word, but Ben was going to giggle. It was going to throw our listeners off. They only got like a 3-color person limit in there. And it's us
for
three.
sure.
Yeah. So anyway, at this spot that we love to go to, this 4th color came in. He a black dude. He cool. He a little off. I'm calling him off. You ain't gonna say this shit to me and think it's gonna fly. And then he walk up, and then, so we were laughing about something, and he was like, "What did he say?"
No, hold on. Take a step back. He was selling cigarettes.
He was selling cigarettes in a bar. And so
That's
then
the funny part.
he was like, "So what you use to shave your head?" And I just looked at him, squinting my eyes.
Cold. That was the craziest part. Like, you didn't know this man from.
You don't know me
at all.
And I go, "I ain't bald." And he go, "Oh."
I'm sorry.
And then Ryan, I'm sorry. So Ryan laughs. This would be pissing me off about Ryan. Ryan just go put the shit in the group chat. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stab Ryan one day. One day I'm going to go off on Ryan and he gonna be mad.
Oh.
What we drinking here?
There's another Koval. This is the mash bill is predominantly oat.
Okay.
Yeah. So as opposed to rye or millet or any of the other grains, this
Millet.
is oat. Millet is kind of like wheat.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
What I like about this
I prefer
one,
millet.
huh?
He said he prefers it, but he ain't want none.
That's all right.
I prefer millet.
He
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
like oat.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What I like about oat is that it's a non-common grain, so people don't usually see it, or at least they don't highlight it in their marketing. But in my mind, I'm not one of those people that sips bourbon. They're like, oh, I taste cardamom and pear and chocolate. I'm like, it tastes like bourbon. But I have started to have subtle hints that I can tell what the bourbon is, or I can tell it's a different or non-usual grain. And oat to me is a little bit of a calmer grain, or it's a calmer finish that it gives. So shout out to Gavin.
Shout out to him. Let's try this. Hold on.
Oh, it's hot.
This is actually very smooth, unless the other bottle just took all the filling.
Now that was a single barrel, so those are typically higher proof.
This is good.
That's what single barrel means. If we go back to what I was just explaining about the mixing,
Yeah.
that's only from one barrel in that bottle.
That's good. Sorry, I can hear my throat like making noises in the mic. All right, let's get into some AI. I'm sorry, y'all. This is why we don't allow drinking on this podcast, because certain things just get said, and then you hear the sounds and the effects and everything.
That's what the dad bod is for.
Shout out to the dad bod. What age do you think you started getting your dad bod?
Like 22.
Damn, Ben, be better.
But then I got the gym set and I got into powerlifting, and then I got an NFL body, and I was like, I gotta chill out.
Yeah.
So back to the dad bod.
When Rena was pregnant, I was eating every time she ate, and I was gaining weight.
Bold.
It was tough. And then bro, I was getting her cravings. Dude, I don't know. We don't eat.
You got a sympathy pregnancy?
We don't eat ground beef like that. So burgers just didn't happen. Bro, we was eating burgers at least 5 times a week, bro.
Interesting.
And if it wasn't, she's making it, then it's like, yo, stop by Wendy's. I need a junior bacon, or I need a double stack. A brand that didn't pay to be plugged here. But it was that. And then it was like, let's go and get a burger here. Once y'all introduced us to Moo and Brew, it was over. You'd
never been?
No, not until y'all took us.
Oh, shout out to Pretty Ricky.
Shout out to the Pretty Ricky at Moo and Brew. Shout out to Moo and Brew. You took us there, but I took pictures of, I don't know if they were owners or whatever. I took their pictures one time. At least that's what they told me they were. And they seemed like it. And so they were like, oh, you should come check out Moo and Brew one day. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And I always heard about the bag. What is it called?
A brown bag special.
So if you go to Moo and Brew in Charlotte, you can go there and get the brown bag special. How much is it? $2? $5? And they bring it out. Yeah, it used to be cheaper. Ryan is talking without his mic in his face. But you get the brown bag and you don't know what's in there. For us? You don't know. Yeah, you're supposed to be a producer.
Shout out to Marcia.
Shout out. And so you don't know how much.
Oh no, Mimi.
Shout out to Mimi.
Yeah.
Mimi, if you're listening, we love you. The problem is that you don't know what's in there. So you might get a Truly or a Natural Light.
Hams.
See?
That was my favorite pull.
I've never got a good pull because I don't drink beer. So I kept getting PBRs and I'm like, I'm good.
It's all beer.
Yeah, but I was like, if y'all throw a Truly in there, I'd drink it. And I don't like Trulies. And then I come to find out they never got Trulies. So yeah, I'm like, oh, y'all
all
playing
the beer they can't sell.
Exactly. Or they said the only time they get good stuff is when like a little representative come by and they drop off stuff that they know they never finna put in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Let's talk about AI. How does AI affect people in the everyday that they not even aware of? And I think about with me, when it comes to editing, people always assume like, oh, AI is like, it's coming. I'm like, no, we use AI with all of our Photoshop is an AI program. Like people don't want to think of it as that. Lightroom, where I have all y'all pictures that's being held and they put presets and everything. It's all AI. Like,
right.
And I understand the new age of AI, how people is doing, but how do you think, how somebody like Ryan might run across AI that people not thinking about?
So I think there's the way I think you want to take that question is, what are the applications of AI that folks typically don't
realize it's AI? Yeah. See, this is why you went to college. I didn't.
I just want to clarify because if you want to ask how do people affected by AI don't know it, it's like data centers and the cost of electricity and all that. But we're probably not doing
in the weeds.
Tinfoil
Go
pod.
deep.
But how is your life being affected by AI without you knowing? And I think that there are some early adopting companies that can say, hey, like I know by this point everybody's heard of like OpenClaw, right? You can set up a personal assistant in a couple of hours that can take care of pretty much anything you need to do. The more they integrate with things like Plaid, your calendar, whichever platform you use, you can automate a lot of that stuff. And
Plaid with your money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about Plaid.
They can link to your bank accounts, move money for you, make payments.
Oh, hell nah.
So it's all about that agentic wave right now. But I think it's really the way that it's affecting people or it's embedding into people's lives, they don't know about it, is it's shortening the time to which it takes to get to an answer.
Okay.
For example, every time you Google, you see that little AI summary that pops up. Still don't know how to disable it because I don't care about that. But
yeah. And it'd be wrong.
It gets you your information really quick.
It does. It does. If somebody to say, I got my answer, and I'm not saying who's right or wrong. What industry do you think will be affected by AI first? Like hugely affected by AI first? Ryan's thinking because he wants to jump in.
Biggest disruption.
I like how you put that.
Wow. Those that are most prime for disruption are the ones that have a repeatable process.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is I move this number from this spreadsheet to that spreadsheet. If you don't have to put critical thinking into your job, you should probably start learning AI or update your resume. That's the way I look at it. I have a very healthy relationship with my work life where I'm like, I understand this is a business.
Yeah.
You don't care about me as a person.
Yeah.
So I know that I should always be ready to move if you need me to.
I was thinking about what's the people? The people at the ports? The freights?
Port Authority?
Yeah, I'm like, they gone.
How so? I mean, how so?
Cause all that stuff, you ain't gonna need as many people to unload, offload the machines. That's what was the problem with their last deal they just did.
Okay, so you're combining AI and machinery.
Yeah, I'm combining
like computer
that part.
vision, robotics. There's a couple things you're.
And it be stealing so much. We all seen The Wire.
Yeah, but I totally agree with Ben's point about those manual tasks that manual and repeatable tasks that require you to just move one thing from one place to another. So, like, if you're thinking industry broadly, technology and software, I think it's probably the most prone to be impacted by AI, right? And then, I mean, finance to some degree is going to be prone to it. But to your point, right, if you are a critical thinker, someone that can problem solve, someone that thinks outside the box, someone that can story tell, that's when you're going to, be able to maneuver.
And can be accountable.
And can be accountable, But to a lot of the things that you said earlier, like being a critical thinker, knowing how to think and adapt was crucial in today's environment.
Yeah.
Damn. I went to McDonald's. They didn't even have a cashier.
They don't need one.
Yeah,
they say, "Hey, are you using our app for the rewards points?"
They got the little kiosk up in there.
The beauty of that is like they have a set bound of parameters, and you don't move out of it. Sure, there's combinations.
Yeah.
But the one that be messing up though, Bojangles. Have you been at Bojangles recently?
I
hate their AI.
A couple weeks ago, and it was fine.
Nah,
it worked great. I ordered a 4-piece chicken supreme meal.
They be asking me if I want some other stuff. Stop asking me. I don't want it.
You gotta say I want nothing else.
You gotta start gaslighting the AI. That's what I advise people.
I'm convinced that it's like the fry person pushing a button back there.
It probably.
That's what I'm saying.
You're probably right.
There was a company that got in trouble. I forget right now exactly which one it was. Their AI was they hired either Indians or Filipinos to just accomplish whatever it was.
Yes. Oh boy.
Producer, please look it up for us.
Please look it up.
I'll look it up, but I know exactly what you're talking about. They just had a thousands of people in another country acting like computers. So
that is crazy.
I'm looking it up.
If AI was a bourbon, which one would it be?
Whatever you wanted it to be. Confidently.
I hate that answer.
Here, let me also, we can clip this for whenever, right?
Okay.
But I think it's important for folks to know that AI is a broad term. There's two big components to what people consider to be AI.
Okay.
There's generative AI and there's large language models.
Okay. Break it down.
So generative AI is all the folks that, there's all those challenges of like upload your photo and, make this room look like a farmhouse style.
Yes.
That's the computer being creative. It's the artistic side.
Yes.
Never, ever, ever trust generative AI with something that needs to be correct. It's always just supposed to be just in the
fantasy.
Yeah, it's a fantasy, right? It has to be directionally correct, I call it.
Okay.
And then there's large language models, which is extremely complex and mathematical that like it takes what you're asking about and applying mathematics and probabilities to understand what the next word might be and how probable it is that what you have asked, this is the correct answer. And it just replies with what it knows to be the like 99% probably what you want it to be.
You got the answer for us?
I do have the answer, and I'm going to caveat this by saying this is a Google provided answer. Anything
AI?
I read here,
AI summary.
it's an AI summary.
Shout out to my lawyer.
But it was Builder AI, a Microsoft-backed $1.3 billion valuation app company. This happened last year. They were faking this AI capabilities, a practice known as AI washing, and conducting financial fraud. The company allegedly used hundreds of human engineers in India to build a software it claimed was created by AI.
Tough word. So which one should we be more scared of? Or which one do we use most? Because I think when I think of AI, it's the first one, right? That's why I see more. Mind you, I'm a photographer.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in that space. Or you see like the old grandma who like put her face in the little Facebook chats. You know, the little Facebook quizzes, and it like makes them like 30. Right. It's like, you 70. Like, what are we doing here? Why you got a fat ass? Anyway, what's the see what happened when we start drinking on the pot?
Did you just hold on?
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Keep moving.
You've seen that.
All right, come on now. You need another bourbon. You got 4 more.
I asked him which one would it be. He said it'd be whatever bourbon you want.
Which one would it be that you brought today?
Ryan ready to drink again.
I'm chilling.
It'd probably be this.
What's this?
This is Pinhook, true small batch. It is a barrel selection that was blended by the Charlotte Bourbon Society.
Okay.
Tell us more.
Can I pour first? Or
Yeah.
Please.
He ain't never showed us this at the crib.
Oh, I did. You just don't remember.
I'm the one that's been drinking it.
So
you see how low it
it's
is?
116 proof.
Just a drop, Ben.
But we're gonna no. We're gonna do something cool with this one.
What? That's enough.
Something cool. He gonna make you swish it around.
No,
Yo,
so
man,
I mean the beauty of these higher proof bourbons
Oh gosh.
is that
Ben, we don't need that much.
here you go, Ryan. You got to get up and get it. This mic is in my face.
Pause.
I don't know how Mike does this. Shout out to Mike.
Hey, he just pushes it out. Pause.
Hey, yo. So the beauty of these, if AI was bourbon, it would be whatever you want. And so you were going to ask me about what we should be scared of. And it's that AI will be or do and say whatever you want.
We about to drink in here? He got a dropper?
Got a little water.
Yes.
Sip of my water.
And so, I'll just slide this over to you. There's a little hole on the side. All right. So what I did is with these higher proof bourbons, they tend to be a little bit younger because the alcohol has not yet evaporated as much, right? This is a 5-year. So they're blending younger whiskeys in there that have a higher proof to get that proof a little bit higher. But with those younger whiskeys, they haven't had time to mellow out. They have a lot of volatile compounds. Yeah, if you could switch it out. Thank you. They have a lot of volatile compounds. And so what water does is that because they're more oil-based, these compounds, it tends to draw it and kind of like buffer it for your taste buds. So you can cut through the stuff that hurts and get more to that, the people that say like cardamom and chocolate and pear, these tasting notes.
Will
so
Ryan be there?
Dropped a few drops in there. You only need a couple drops.
3.
And it really makes a difference. 3 of them.
3 of them things. All right. To Ben. That's good. It doesn't burn. But it opens up your
hair
nose.
on your chest.
Yeah. I shaved this morning. I use the clippers.
You should do that twice a week.
Me? I think I don't want to get waxed. And I don't.
You should get waxed. You know I'll be doing it.
You gonna wax me or something?
No.
What do you mean?
I'll be going to get waxed. I try to put you on.
Nah, I
got passes. You can use one of my passes.
No. I think I'm a scream. And I'm not hairy enough to get lasered. But I don't want nobody here. Besides my head. This one.
He gonna look like a naked mole rat.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't need no body hair. Like I'm just first of all, I'm not really hairy. But
try to be like me.
Here we go, man.
Anyways.
What would you do if your girl said she loved body hair?
I mean,
what would that love equate to?
She just said, "Hey, I love body hair. I want you to."
All right, she love it, but if I have it, would she do some extra stuff?
Yeah. What do you want to do with this information?
I'm just saying.
A little quid pro quo.
If her loving body hair would mean that she would do something strange for a piece of change, and the piece of change is extra body hair, sure. But if her loving it is just a preference, that doesn't equate to anything.
You don't want to make a sacrifice for her?
I will, but in me making that sacrifice, what do I get in return?
Love.
Quid pro quo.
Like for me, like I don't like body hair, so like
okay, I got
so
you.
like if she get waxed, hey, I'm gonna shoot.
What Dr. Umar? Oh, sorry, y'all can't hear nothing. Now I gotta turn out the
Got him nervous.
Sorry, y'all. That was the wrong thing. All right. How do you use AI in your everyday life? How do you feel about ChatGPT? Let me ask you that.
I think that ChatGPT should not be available for the masses.
What?
Yes. Hot take.
I love ChatGPT. And I talk to it like it's my friend.
One of the AI companies conducted a study and they put out a white paper to analyze what folks are using their GPTs for.
Okay.
And it's only 15% based on work, 85% for personal life.
Yeah, well, people are lonely. They don't know how to talk.
They're
no friends.
They're becoming addicted to this non-entity instead of going out and touching grass and talking to people.
That is true. That now, if you put it that way, that is a tough thing. And you know what people really love about it? Whether it's right or wrong, you give me a solution.
Hey, there's something to work off of.
Yeah, and it's like I use it a lot now. Like my new cheat code, because I know nobody's listening to this. That's a hater. My new thing is I upload our timestamps, our whole transcript. I upload it.
Yeah,
and I ask them like, yo, what do you think will go viral, or what do you think will be important for people?
Right.
And it gives me the clips, and then I at least
use of it.
Yeah, and I know where to go. You know, the very first time I was like really on ChatGPT, I was doing like stupid high level stuff, like whatever. And then it was like, no, let me go to step 2 or 3 and ask it to do X, Y, and Z based off of that.
You got better at prompting.
Yeah, I got better. Shout out to my old friends for teaching me that. How about
You
that?
didn't ask me. That's crazy. I literally have sent you beautiful prompts, but
Same.
Has it?
I took a class on prompting. I told you about this.
really, and we trainings at work.
Yeah, we had a prompting competition at work.
Why didn't y'all tell me about this?
I told you about this. We legit had a prompting competition.
Is this when
and
y'all
I won
kicked
it.
me out the group chat?
No. But creating a great prompt is extremely important.
So, all right, what to you is a great prompt? And not necessarily like, what are the steps you take to say, hey, this is a great prompt? Because some people say, hey, fix my resume. Or, they always think of like step 1. Yeah. What do you consider is a great prompt? Because and I'll give you a better example. Sometimes I ask ChatGPT something and I'm just like, all right, I'm asking it. I already know the answer.
Mm-hmm. You have an answer in mind.
Yeah. And I'm like, now I'm helping it to give me the answer I want. And I just stop. But what do y'all do to say, hey, I know this is going to be a great prompt, but this is what I should do to get a great answer or response?
Yeah. So this goes back to my undergrad degree. The best prompts that you can make are the prompts where you have the greatest empathy and can understand the situation and the steps and how to get where you need to go, regardless of the outcome.
Okay.
That's a long way to say, if you can, in your mind, detail a persona who you want ChatGPT to take the mind frame of, or the mindset of who they are, and can guide it and give it guardrails and think, what would I need 6 steps down the line? That's a great prompt. So like to your point about the transcript, if you were like, hey, you are a senior marketing professional with dozens of years of experience and many tremendously viral campaigns, take this transcript and optimize it for Google's SEO algorithm and make no mistakes. You always got to drop that in there. But then if you, on the next step, say, if you are unsure, don't assume, ask for clarification. You can do things like drop the word cupcake if in your answer you were unsure and you made a guess. But you have to really think of this as the smartest coworker you have or the smartest person you know that has zero context. Like a smart idiot.
Oh, that's going to be a great clip. Before you go, I love to say don't make any mistakes. Because I was uploading the transcript. I was about to say the N-word again. Your mom is listening, so I'm cleaning up my verbiage here. It was giving me stuff that was not even in the podcast. I'm like, bro, we didn't talk about this. Where are you talking about?
Give it a guardrail.
And then it wrote back, you're right. I'm like,
how could I have thought that?
What? I'm like, wait, what? And then it did it one more time. So what I had to do was I said, hey, so another thing, a cheat code I did, I took the transcript, I put it in a text file, and then saved it and uploaded it as a text file versus the transcript file that they always do. Yeah, and it did it way better. And it was, and so, but yes. What makes a great prompt to you?
I think Ben hit on it well. And I was referring to my notes that I had from whenever we did this promptathon. Right? So give context. And the context includes very strict parameters. Right? Don't, to Ben's point, don't assume. These are your parameters. Stay within this context. Define the goal. Like, to your point, the goal of, you uploading this transcript was to find the clips, find the moments that's going to allow me to go viral. That's most important, that grabs the audience's attention. Specify your audience.
Okay.
So who is your audience? Who are you trying to appeal to? Because if you're doing this for social media, that may be different than if you're doing it for a brand deal or if you're doing it for your parents or whatever. If that applies to something like content creation, then that'll be different if you're in the business world, et cetera. Set the tone. So do you want this to be fun? Do you want it to be serious? Do you want it to be, how do you kind of want them to respond? Then what's the format in which you want them to respond in? Do you want you want a response via, like in bullet points? You want it in paragraph form? You want it clear, concise? You want it executive level? Whatever. So the more specific you can be with your prompt, the better the outcome is going to be. Right?
I like that.
If you allow it to just run wild, it's going to make its own decisions and say,
bro, I ought to send y'all, because y'all listen to the podcast. And let me tell y'all what I think is great about this friend group. This is my indirect way of like kicking in the backs of my old friends. When you tell me to like cut, and you just keep it moving, and I'm like, nope.
Hey, I never told anybody to cut anybody off. That so.
Did we not just have this conversation last week?
Every week.
Thank you.
Y'all hallucinating.
I thought we were telling the truth, but now you made me forget what I was gonna say. It was a good lie too.
Shout out to your friends.
Oh no! Shout out to you because y'all actually listen to the podcast. So Ben is one of our founding members. I wish I knew the hand clap.
Do the hand clap. I got it.
Y'all can't hear it because y'all didn't want to wear headphones. So Ben is one of our founding members, and so it's super cool. But I wish I could show y'all like what it said was in this podcast. Y'all be like, bro, y'all did not discuss none of this. And what it seemed like it was doing was like, hey, this is what y'all talked about that y'all want to do a podcast on, and this is what y'all should do. But I'm like, why are you even giving me the timestamps for it? Bourbon question.
Wait, before we move on from that, let me just say, the thing about AI is that it also loses focus really quickly. So if I were to say another thing about prompting is that make sure you reinforce what you're saying. Every few steps, the longer you put it, the longer and more tokens it has to take to maintain the thread of thought or like a chain of thought. It's kind of like my long answers. Your mind starts wandering. Same thing with AI.
Ben is AI. You like Lucy, the movie. You ever seen that with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I watched it in Cancun. I had food poisoning. I hate that movie.
You always get sick or you get somebody sick every time you go out the country.
Better than me.
Tries to kill him.
I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite bad movies.
And Focus, that's a good one too.
I never seen that.
Will Smith?
I don't support Will Smith.
Focus is no, that's Limitless. Focus is Will Smith.
Yeah, Focus is Will Smith.
And
great black actor.
He's not a great actor.
But that's where he Jada almost lost him to Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Great black actor.
Sure. If you like me, then I understand. A lot of your decision making.
Come on, man.
Do y'all pay
Top
for
5 of the generation?
This generation? He's not even a part of this generation.
Bro, he's like 80.
95 through 2025.
2025. Nah, he's not top 5.
Of that 30, of that 30
if you jump
year,
into the LeBron Jordan debate right now, I'm gonna fucking
I'm not.
scream.
We talking about actors.
Right.
but
He's not better than Jamie Foxx.
I can see him laying the groundwork.
He's not a better actor than Jamie Foxx.
That is debatable. Okay.
No, it's not debatable.
Not even close.
Who are you putting up? Okay, I give it Denzel, of course.
Idris is a better actor than him. Michael B. Jordan is a better actor than Will Smith.
Continue with
Easily.
the pod. Continue with the pod.
We're not doing
It's like,
Continue with the pod.
are you kidding me?
You know who else is a better actor than him? What's the look? He got the bug eyes. What's my man? Kevin Hart said damn to him when he said his age or whatever.
Omar.
Not
Epps.
Omar. Oh shit. Omar Epps is a better actor than Will Smith. I'm talking about Don Cheadle. He a better. We can do this.
Don Cheadle was not in the 4-year-old version.
No, I said when they were sitting down, he asked Kevin Hart asked him how old he was, and Kevin Hart was like, "Damn."
Oh damn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about 4-year-old version.
Oh no. Oh, that dude is funny, but he's not a better actor than Will Smith.
He might be.
He might be. Will Smith is not a good actor.
You're trolling, and that's okay.
I'm not. I'm telling the truth. What's your favorite Will Smith movie? Watch it be some bullshit. If you say Pursuit of Happiness, I throw one of these blades at
Planet
your
Earth.
head.
Pursuit of Happiness is a great one. Probably King Richard.
I ain't watched that.
Yeah. It was the ones he won all the awards for, but was overshadowed because he slapped Buddy.
somebody.
That movie was amazing. It's the one about Venus and Serena.
I know what it's about. I ain't watching. I don't watch nothing Will Smith. I don't like him. Now, and you're talking to the person who loved Bad Boys. That's probably my favorite movie franchise of all time.
That's a huge contradiction. What do you mean?
I know, but it ain't because of him. It's because I was in love with Miami and I thought, Mom, and I'm talking about Ben's mom, not my mom, please hit this button 3 times. The skip button, the forward button, the 15-second button. I just knew I was like a Miami guy, cocaine, blah, blah, blah. And I don't do drugs. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs, but I was
Coke.
Yeah, they call me Coke, but that's a whole nother subject.
Ali was good.
Jamie Foxx outshined him in that.
I Am Legend.
Bro, he just Googled all Will Smith's movies. It's
That's
crazy.
what he is, Ryan GPT.
Ryan GPT.
No. These ones are off the top of my head. And Pursuit of Happiness is a good movie.
He's terrible. Vin Diesel
It's
is better.
emotional, but
Him
I
and
think
Vin
it's
Diesel
good.
are the same type actor.
You are wild. You're trolling. It's okay. So how about
That's
it?
a troll.
You could clip up this and post it to your story and do a little ranking or something.
I'm trying to think of, can I give you 10 actors that's better than him?
The only one
Off the
I would give you of the last 30 years of black men actors that are better.
Yes.
Denzel is the only one I'm gonna give you. Jamie, it's debatable.
It's not.
It is. For me, I'm gonna pick Jamie above him too.
Jamie. Chadwick is better. RP, he's better.
I like Prime wasn't long enough, but
It wasn't long
I
enough,
can
that's
respect
fair.
it. You could use that Kobe argument for Chadwick about whatever.
But we have to quantify what better means, though. Like, this is the crux of all of our arguments.
Yeah.
Range.
Who?
Come on.
Chadwick Range is better.
You
And you got to think with Will Range, it's wide range, but it's a lot of ass in there.
got Hitch. I mean, you got
Hitch
so
is
much.
not a good movie, and I love Hitch.
That is working against your argument.
It's not.
You about to name out a bunch of bad movies.
It goes within the range. It's okay. We can have this talk about bourbon.
Perfect use of AI. Put together a framework to rate Will Smith against
You know what?
9 of the best black actors.
I'm gonna create a
in the last
prompt,
50
put it in
years.
ChatGPT.
You read it out to us.
I got you.
Here we go.
I'm
Do your
going
thing.
to the liquor store. I want to get my friend, not my friend, somebody who's interested in bourbon. They kind of want to get into it, or I'm interested in bourbon.
Okay.
What are 3 bottles that when I go in, I should, like, starter bottles? They don't have to. You don't got to go in and say, "Hey, go find the B, the L, the A, the N." You know, on Blanton's, we ain't got to do that. Or go get you all of the Basil Haydens, unless you saying that. But what is like, hey, when you go there, look for these 3 bottles. Somebody, either you enjoy it or whoever you gifting it to is going to be like, oh, okay, cool, this is a great gift or whatnot.
Gotcha. What's my budget? Come on, prompt me. What are the constraints?
$250.
$250 for 3 bottles is a great budget.
All right, let's
Man.
knock it down. Which one we do? $150?
I would say, yeah, $150.
$150.
About $50 a bottle is generally.
I'm about to say that's too much too. $150. Hold on. $95.
$95. So ancient age.
Okay.
I would say is
That's gonna be 13.
that's about 13 right there. They got benchmark. That's another one.
Which
right
one? Because it's 4 of those.
there. 8. The 8-year.
The one that's the black label with the bronze. All right, cool. That's
another
30.
20, yeah.
Nah, that's the 30. It's $29.99. See, you don't drink
There you
enough.
go.
See, all right. So
I
what
just
we
see
at?
the two.
We at 43.
We're at 43. We got another 50 and get them a nice $50 bottle.
Okay.
I'd say an Elijah Craig.
Which one? Because they ain't got to toast it.
They definitely don't have the toasted. They might have the toasted. It's been a while since we've been in Kentucky, but I'd say if they've got I forget what is it called, the private barrel maybe, or private select. I think that's maybe in the 60 to 70 range. So you might be squeezing it out.
Yeah, Paul, God dang it. These niggas different.
I mean, think about bourbon. It's not a cheap habit.
It's not. I know.
Yeah.
What you got, Ryan? You ready? Here you
While
go.
he's
Watch
reading,
this.
I'm going to get the next bottle.
Yeah, and first and foremost, I need to apologize on both of our behalves. I don't know how we didn't mention Samuel because he's a legend.
You hate him.
I love Samuel. You didn't mention him either. I do love him. All right, this is the ranking.
All right.
Well, I'll read.
What was your prompt? Thank you.
I says, please rank the top/best black actors of the last 30 years. Include context for their full body of work. Include any other relevant things to help provide reasoning.
Here we go, bro.
Are we okay with that prompt?
Your prompt is fine.
All right. Number 1, I think we all can agree.
It's Denzel. Yes, it's gonna be Denzel.
Leaving here with something.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Well, it's gonna be because of the money. It's gonna be gross revenue is gonna always be.
Did you ask it to rank based on the?
No,
You heard my prompt.
he didn't. It's gonna base it all off of money. Will Smith was the first actor to get $20 million a
Did
movie.
you ask it to provide your reasoning?
Correct. So you want to hear Denzel's reason, or are we okay with that?
Just give me Will Smith's
Smith.
reasons. That'll tell me enough.
Okay, Academy Award winning,
One time.
massive global box office dominance, money. Yep. Transition from sitcom star to serious dramatic actor.
Okay.
Hits across genres: action, drama, sci-fi, biopic. Possibly the biggest movie star of the late 90s, 2000s. Few actors carried global blockbusters like he did. But number 3, Jamie Foxx.
So, all right. After 3, I'm gonna tell you everybody who's better than Will Smith. Continue. I'm gonna tell you everybody. Go ahead.
So 3, 4, Chadwick.
Yes, he better.
5, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I be messing it up. Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is a
He's
great
good.
actor.
I forgot about him
He
too.
is
But
very
like,
good.
Is he British? And that be throwing me off.
Nah, he ain't Connolly's.
You're probably right. But I know he was in that movie about like with the house, the black renters. Where he,
Moonstruck,
And he supposed to be the next Blade.
yes, I think that's right too. Forrest Whitaker was number 6, who I think is a little high. I have forgot about him too, but I think he's a little high.
He's got the stay power. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I like
And
him
the
in
eye.
shows more than I don't know, but
That's crazy.
7 was Samuel.
Yes, better.
8, Morgan Freeman. And I just
hate
think
Morgan Freeman.
his dominance was like earlier.
Yeah, I don't rock with Morgan Freeman.
Not
Racists always
Stand by
use
me.
him.
come on.
Racists always use him like, oh, don't talk to me about race and racism. You know, don't talk.
Think about the era he grew up. It's
Yeah,
relevant for him.
It has nothing to do with his acting.
9, Michael B. Jordan. And I
Better.
think in the next 15 years, as he,
15. He got golly. He been acting since he was 8.
I know, but like, think about this. Like, Denzel's in his 70s now.
He recently got his break. I'll give him.
Like,
I'll give
that's what
Ryan
I'm saying.
this.
Like, Denzel.
Michael B.
really-
Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Creed,
early in the
maybe.
scene.
You
Creed
can
is probably
argue
his
that.
mainstream hit.
You can argue that. So,
Yeah.
That
give him
parlay
another
This is
50.
good.
We'll get to there.
I mean, he don't remember it. 10 was Idris.
Better.
So
yeah.
it just gave me top 10.
Will. Yeah.
So if that's the top 10, out of that top 10, I'll put Will at probably 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking him over Forrest Whitaker and Morgan Freeman. Personally.
I'm putting Will top 3.
Will.
Like him and Jamie is debatable, and I may put Jamie above him. I think Jamie's more talented. If we just talk about
That's
acting,
like
I don't
me
know.
and you. Like, if you think
or like
about it.
me and you, it's like
Here you go.
LeBron and Scalabrine.
All right, man.
But continue.
All right.
Anyways.
This is the bourbon segment. Introduce this bottle.
All right. Hold on.
I hate
We'll
Ryan.
clip this while Ryan pours and then puts it up
I'm
there.
gonna put it front and center for you.
Yeah, there we go.
Ben asked me to drive because he was gonna be drinking.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get an accident.
Nah, see.
He's got to live for RJ. Or
Yeah, he
Aaron.
said it. He said RJ. He said
Shout out, y'all. Everybody knows now I'm having a kid. No, we don't have a name. This girl hit me up last night and gave me some new names. I was like, yo, what are we doing?
who?
Rena. Who you thought? Go ahead and say it so I can throw a bottle at you on this podcast. This nigga's about to disrespect my whole family.
Continue.
Explain this.
Say more.
Do y'all know where I got that from?
No.
Ish from the Joe Budden podcast. I was talking trash about him online, and he commented and was like, say more. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so I just say it to y'all all the time. It was like last year. He said it to me, and I was like, F you, don't tell me to say more, bitch. I already said it. And so now I just say it to y'all. Shout out to you, Ish.
Shout out to Ish. So Green River. Love this bourbon. We discovered it at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know that I'd ever seen it before in North Carolina. Or maybe I just didn't notice it. It's one of those kind of like quiet, you don't necessarily see it because of their branding, in my opinion. It doesn't stick out. That bottle is not impressive. But one thing that I did learn about this bottle, it's really cool. Every Green River bottle has a slit on the bottom.
Okay.
And the fun part is you could take two bottles, and the drinking game you're supposed to do is you put one bottle on either side of the table and you slide a penny to see who can get the penny underneath the bottle.
If y'all hear them, they fixing our roof outside. I know y'all can hear. Y'all don't have headphones.
Yeah.
When we went to Kentucky, we went to a bar. I hate when y'all do this, by the way. This is me opening up about our friendship. Y'all like to play little games whenever we go out to bars.
Playing quarters?
Yeah, that shit was pissing me off. So y'all was doing it. That's why I tried to sneak away. So when we was in Kentucky, we went out to a bar. I was done. And I tried to like sneak off and catch an
He
Uber.
was drunk is what he's
Irish
saying.
goodbye.
Yep.
I tried to pull it off and I couldn't. The Uber wouldn't. They was building a concert out there and the Uber would not come and get me. And so I got stuck with them for the rest of the night. But y'all was playing this. Remember, y'all was sliding the quarters in the bottles. They had it at one. That might have been at the house because Justin was having
That was
a ball.
at the house because at the bar we were doing quarters.
And shout out to Justin.
Yeah, shout out to Justin.
And I was too drunk to go do karaoke in the back of the bar.
We all were not drunk enough is what you're trying to say.
Oh my God. I was peeing down the alley because I didn't want y'all to find me.
So you left the bar to go pee and wait for an Uber?
Yeah.
You didn't wash your hands? This is crazy.
Could have peed in the bathroom. What? Now he gonna get charged for indecent exposure.
Nah, they weren't going to be able to see that.
Fair enough.
What is your intro to bourbon
Oh,
was
sorry. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Wait. Clip this or whatever. But either way,
I'm
Green
not
River,
clipping nothing.
delicious,
Everything get clipped.
great bourbon. All of their, we'll call them blends. Mash bills are incredible. The weeded is really good. I finished all of them, so all I could bring was the rye.
Oh, this a rye?
It's a rye.
It's good. I hate rye.
Why do you hate rye?
It's peppery.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Because rye is a spicier grain.
Okay.
So it's a stark contrast to the oat. But sorry.
This is good.
Go on, continue. Always pick up the Green River if you can. It's delicious.
All right. Shout out to Green River, a brand that didn't pay to be here, but they're here.
We'll tag them in the comments.
Oh, yeah. They're going to fly us out. We're going to sponsor the next Bourbon Festival. What would y'all do if they say, yo, we need y'all to come out to Bourbon Festival?
I'd have them lower the ticket price about $130.
Oh, you trying to, I didn't ask you how would you fix Bourbon Festival?
That would be my first demand.
How much is it this year? Next year?
disagree.
$280.
$280 for a 3-day pass? Mm-hmm. That ain't bad.
Last time you told me
We paid
$250.
$150.
I'll look it
damn.
up.
Taxes and fees?
Well, Ben, you got to understand, this is what happened.
Talk to me. What are the economics?
Too many people, the people that go to Bourbon Festival got money. And they know most of y'all are making enough money where y'all writing this off. Only thing y'all got to do is,
I'm writing it off.
yeah, Shamir Dream wrote it off when we went. Hold on. That's not in the 7-year window. Never mind. That's what, I mean, come on. I can make y'all employees. It'd be a work trip.
I'm not giving you my social.
You ain't got to do it. You just log it into my QuickBooks. Chris gonna see it. Chris, we still need to meet and talk, bruh.
Who is Chris?
Moss.
Yeah. Now we got a full government. Now I got to bleep something.
Incredible.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bleep it.
bleep it.
God dang it. Let's talk about what's your favorite bottle of all time? Favorite bottle. And you only get one. Don't try to do that bullshit where you do like this the lower tier, this the middle tier, this the higher tier. What's your favorite bottle of bourbon of all time?
Gavin hates that I like to answer his questions. My favorite bottle. You're asking for like the knee-jerk reaction.
I'm gonna take that as disrespect.
No, it's the truth. It's what you're asking for. I cannot answer that question. But what my favorite bottle would likely be the Angel's Envy bottle that I poured for us in Kentucky called the MKC Reserve.
Oh yeah, that was fire. How much you got left?
We only drink it when the kids are born, so a lot.
Okay, cool. I'm about to say, I hope you ain't.
We're cracking it here soon.
No, we're not. That's special to the family.
No, not here on the pod.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
when the kids are born.
Kids are soon.
Oh, all right,
So
cool.
he don't care.
Look, man.
Loose and unaware.
Loose and
He
unaware.
got too much bourbon in the system.
What's your favorite bottle? Or like, if it doesn't matter the price, if it that you've had, I don't want you to go no. What's the little periwinkle? What's the little joint where they be like,
Oh, Pappy?
Pappy Winkle? I don't want you to do that.
I don't care about that. Like, if I'm not buying it, it can't be my favorite. And I refuse to pay that much for it.
What's a bottle that you've had that you was like, if you can get an unlimited supply of this, you would get it because it's that good? And if you want to re-answer your question,
You added new parameters now. All right.
I said, what's your favorite bottle of all time?
Then ask him that. You added extra sauce.
What's your favorite bottle of all time?
It's going to be the same one I mentioned earlier, the Nika, that Japanese whiskey.
That's not bourbon, though.
Okay, fair. It's whiskey.
What's the difference between bourbon and whiskey?
We should have started there.
The difference between bourbon and whiskey. Funny, Jack Daniels is technically a bourbon, but a bourbon is defined as, like I mentioned, it's a new oak barrel that's been charred that has to age any amount of time, and I think that's it, like legally, to be called a bourbon. It doesn't have to be in Bourbon County or Kentucky. None of that. But if it's a whiskey, because there's also Scotch, there's Irish whiskey, and then just in general, whiskey has to be. Oh, the thing about bourbon, 51% of the mash bill has to be corn.
I think that's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Okay.
The 116 proof is now taking effect. But
See, I told y'all we ain't have to do all this. What's my favorite bottle?
what is your favorite bottle? I've never asked you that. I never asked you a lot of questions, Gavin.
Bro, probably that Elijah Craig, that joint.
You still dream about that, huh?
Bro, I remember when we came back, I ran into the guy who was from Charlotte, who was I had met him at Whiskey Warehouse. He was sitting beside me. He was talking about Bourbon Fest, and I was like, "Yo, I'm going." He gave me his number. He said, "If you go, let me know." And so when I got there, I told him about it. He was like, "Oh, I can get you that when we get back home." This motherfucker didn't answer his text. He hit me with the LA talk. But anyway, that was so good because I don't know if I just wasn't. And what made me laugh was it was toasted. And then as I started tasting other toasted stuff, I'm like, nah, it's not that. Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. My favorite, now I'm about to switch it up on you. My favorite everyday bottle that I drink is probably Bullet. Ben hates it.
I like Bullet.
Problematic.
He hates the brand. Ben is very, you're the first guy I ever met who was, your morals stand out before anything.
I'm a what?
Your morale, your morals, like, or just the way you see, like, hey, that brand is bump that. I ain't rocking with that. When you do that with music, you do that with brands. If they cross a line with you, you just like, cool. I'm cool on them, which is cool. I mean, I respect that, but I still listen to R. Kelly.
Drip, drip, drip.
You remember?
See, you've been drinking too much.
At the casino night 2 years ago where we did the bourbon tasting, that distillery here near Charlotte. I'm not going to say their name. That one was good. And we had the free tickets to go.
Paragon.
That was the name of it.
Google it. Guarantee you, I have it.
They hit up my sister.
Because they had.
It's called Southern.
Yes,
That's the distillery, but Paragon is the one you're referring to.
I'm talking about the
that we
distillery.
liked.
That's what I'm talking about. The distillery.
Yeah.
But we got the tickets to go for free.
Did we?
I still have them. They're on my table.
Oh,
Let me know when you want to go.
Make it a pod thing. Oh, he ain't invite me. Never mind.
July
We got 4 tickets.
July 29th.
Why would we go that day?
Why not? That's the day we're supposed to go somewhere else.
My kid would be 1 month.
You're not bringing your kid to go
We're
drink.
not going the full day.
It's down the street. But
What's the longest that you think that y'all can hang out with your kids without your girl? The amount of days it'll take before you be like, yo, my girl need to get home.
1 kid or 2?
1.
That I can do it?
Yeah.
For life.
Yeah. That's
For
what
life.
I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I could do
however
it.
long I need to.
What I
She's
want
willing to come back.
I mean, however long she
Whenever
wants
she
to
I
go.
mean,
wants to.
you would do it for life because you would have to.
Because I want to.
How long do I want her
No,
to be
like
gone?
if she's
Rephrase your question.
the question is this: when the bourbon kicking in, your girl is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's going on vacation.
Okay.
How long can she go on vacation before you be like, you need to get your ass home?
He's asking
This
about the
kid.
social battery aspect.
Yeah, not like
I'll be fine. I mean, the only thing that would dictate that is like work.
and could take a lifelong vacation. It's crazy.
Yeah. If I gotta work,
That's how you know they got money.
I'm like, yeah, I need you to come back. If that's my car, somebody getting. But
He would park beside the construction, by the way.
He did.
I know.
In front of the construction.
I said this. How long? How many days? How many weeks? Months?
So
it's gonna be a week for me, and it's more. It's
Oh,
more.
thank you for the answer.
And it's less about the kid. It's more about my needs.
yeah, I'd say it's like I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
We ain't got there yet, but
And
go ahead.
this is a very taxing season of our life. They require a lot from us.
Yeah.
I between work and the kids and my own mental sanity, I only have so much to give. So I could probably, before I would say, hey, I need to take a break. You guys, I'm gonna lock you in the room for about a couple hours while I take a nap. I'd give them like 3 days.
Yeah, it is different with 2 kids though. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he said 1
In that age, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, because y'all know my situation.
No. You can't. Your
My,
boy,
situ-
he's
my
with you.
situation is
He's with you.
My situation is that my girl goes on vacation, so she's been gone since.
She works.
November.
Excuse me. Thank you, because she was gonna cuss me the fuck
she
out.
works.
So I'm
See,
so
hey,
sorry.
See, tell her.
That's gonna be the only edit that this podcast
shout out
gets.
Coco.
No.
Shout out Coco, man.
No, yeah. Shout
Now
out
he
Riri.
nicknaming my girl. Yo, I was about to say the N word again, but your mom
Turned off the mic. He turned off the mic.
Sorry, Ma. My girl is at work. She's been at work since Monday morning. Ben Mom got me drunk Sunday, so I didn't get none.
That was only a week, 5 days ago.
Yeah. And so me and her actually had a conversation 2 days ago. She was like, yo, we could have did something, but you was knocked out. I was like, Ben Mom got me tore up.
It's 2-something.
I couldn't do nothing. She was not
Can't do
available.
nothing. That's crazy.
But she left Monday, and I think this morning I was just like, all right, your mom need to get home.
You got to get back.
Yeah, and it was
5 days,
you know what it is?
wow.
Yeah, and I probably could get to Sunday morning and I'll be like, I can't do it no more.
So a week.
Yeah, we could be max. And I only got 1.
Yeah.
But like, and then with him, it's just like they require so much. And so that's why I didn't want y'all to do like, the lifetime. Because as men, I think we all, especially as good men, and I count us as that, because
Good Kappa men.
here we go. Now
One day.
people don't think I'm paid for. This whole pot is paid for. This is why y'all can't drink no more. But the point is this, like, yeah, give me 5 to 6 days.
Okay.
That's my max.
That's respectable.
And even today, I had to ask my sister, like, let me tell y'all something. I was going to hit y'all up. I should probably text this. The listeners don't care. But y'all here now. Y'all drinking with us.
You got to fix your collar, first of all.
What's wrong with my collar? I don't look good? Ryan supposed to be making sure I look good. What the hell? He a hater. That's in his DNA. That's what Kendrick said. I was gonna hit y'all up to watch Roe for me on Sunday. Cause I had to go work. And I have to work from 12. I was going to have to work from 12 to 6. But I only needed somebody to watch him from like basically from 4 to 5:30. And I just told Karina, I was like, they got too much going on. She was like, just ask. And I was like, nah, that's too much. And you know what she said? Ryan been wanting to watch him. Go ruin Ryan's Sunday. And I said, nope.
Ruin Ryan Sunday's crazy.
Like, first one, me and Romy, we got a strong bond that you be trying to break up, man. He gravitates towards me. I think it's because he looks more like me. I don't know.
See?
Like, we got something going on there. So every time he's around, it's
Habitual
good
line
vibes.
stepper. He's a habitual line
Nah,
stepper.
It's
people.
good vibes, man.
Ryan is my son.
Nah,
Fair
He's my
enough.
little brother.
Yeah, he is young enough to be your
Little brother. All right. As we put a bow on this podcast episode, you see how we at 126 and he gets upset. Oh, Gavin, look, the podcast is an hour and a half. It's an hour and 45. You see how we got there?
Gavin, brother, I listened to this. This is 86 minutes. This is a 40-minute podcast for me.
Oh, yeah. Ben listens to the podcast at twice the speed, and me and Ryan don't know how.
You take too many damn pauses.
He gets upset that he can't listen faster.
Yeah.
No, I will say, I will admit when I'm wrong. I listen at 3 times speed.
You didn't get nothing.
Mike is unrecognizable.
Mike
I'm sorry, Mike. Pastor Mike, you're the best. But good Lord, at 3 times speed, listen to yourself.
That is hilarious. What is the difference? What makes a bottle for you like this is a collectible versus, oh, I'm drinking this?
I don't believe in collections. And what I mean by that is that bourbon is meant to be shared.
He literally told Ryan that he cannot drink 8 of the bottles that's on the table.
Can I answer?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Isn't that what the listeners tell you? Mike interrupts you.
Yeah, that's touche.
Here we go. So, like I was gonna say, bourbon is a opportunity to connect, to have a shared experience, to bond. I don't believe in having bottles that you cannot open. The only caveat to that, is where we're talking about like a legacy or like I have this in mind for this bottle.
Okay.
So most people with bourbon, they buy up all the stock and then it just sits on a shelf forever.
Mm-hmm.
I open all the bottles as soon as I get them. That's why if you notice on the pod, the people that watch this episode will see I didn't bring a single closed bottle, a single full bottle. Everything's on the last third of this bottle. Fair. And not because I want to get rid of them, but it's because of all the memories I've had drinking that with people that I enjoy and love. But
shout out to Gibby.
Shout out to Gibby. He tried. We'll talk about the bourbon trail in a minute. But these, to Ryan's point here, these Blanton bottles, my sons one day may or may not watch this. If Iran lets us make it through the next 10 years. But the Blantons, I plan at inflection points of their life to open it with them and enjoy it with them. So this is something I'm hanging on to for a purpose.
Do y'all have anything that you can't wait to experience with y'all kids?
Ooh.
Like that. Like that's something for you. Yeah. And think about this ain't on I have 2 questions that's not on the paper.
Okay.
But this is one of them because I just thought of it. Like,
drop it, yeah.
Is it something y'all can't wait to experience with your kid? And I think for me, I don't know.
I kind of think about this quite often, but not in that frame of mind, but more so of how my kids will be in adulthood. Right?
Okay.
Which is something that is always emotional for me is whenever I see like the dad walk the daughter down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like, that is the...
Shout out to us that didn't get daughters.
Hey, I'm telling you. But every time I see like a video of that, I tear up. I can't help myself.
He can't wait.
Because
don't worry, I'm gonna walk Rhea down the aisle.
Nah,
me and Ryan.
No one can take that moment away. But it's one of those things where it's going to be a full circle moment of as a dad, we're expected to be protectors and providers, and I feel even more so having a girl, that protection part is just a little bit stronger.
Yeah,
and maybe I'm biased by that. So to relinquish that power, that
to another
responsibility
man.
To another man.
We got to jump him.
It's like it's going to be scary, emotional, but it's something that I want to. I look forward to kind of experiencing.
With your daughters in particular, I can't wait for the Den of Thieves moment.
Oh yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yo, Woods, prepared to come down.
We're going to be 20 deep in that garage,
bro. It's going to be tough for my mans. My man going to just be like, I'm gonna be like, bro, turn around. Just leave. Or if I get there before Ben gets there, then we could just do the Bad Boy 2 scene.
Reggie?
Yeah, we could do that too.
Or we could combine it. So we have a few people do that. Everybody else in the garage is waiting.
Yeah, it could be that. Why you think? I can't wait to go to Vegas for the first time with my kid.
Vegas
That'd
sucks,
be fun.
but go on.
Hater.
He's never been to Vegas with us.
Not with me.
I have. Shout out to Crystal and Alex.
I say with us.
Not with us. I can't wait to go there with my kid. Because that's the one thing, like, I want to let my son know, like, hey, I want to go with you. You won't see me besides dinner. And you're going to see me at one dinner and you're going to see me at the airport.
you can't wait to go somewhere where he's not going to see you at all?
Well, for me, I'm like,
Dude, did I hear that right?
that's correct. Because you got to think. So here's the thing. The first time you go to Vegas, you really don't realize how expensive it is. And
You mean you're going to let him figure it out on his own?
Yeah, but I
okay.
like when I went to Vegas, and I don't want to sound like, shout out to my pops, I love you to death. Don't change. But I felt bad that every time we did something in Vegas, my dad was just like, I got it. Because he just was looking at prices and like, you still my son, I got it. And I'm like, the first time in one of them dinners, I didn't even fight back. I was like, nah, bro, you got to cover this. Like, this shit is too expensive for me. But for the most part, it was like, nah, you get it. We was trading off stuff. Cause I'm like, yo, it's not, I invited you here. I wanted you to come with me. And so with my kid, I'm like, hey, I do want to go to dinner with you, but I still want you and your boys, cause I'm imagining he gonna take his boys there, right? I still want you and your boys to be able to run around and do your thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably like one of that. And then probably his first cry. Like that first real one, like, yo.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, whether it's heartbreak,
True
whether
loss.
it's like, it's tough.
Yeah.
I think the first time me and my dad ever cried together was when his grandmother passed. I just remember that. And the only reason I was crying because he was crying. I was 6. I was like, oh, grandma died? I didn't know what death meant. You know what I'm saying? Like, but but now that I got older and we've had more, I'm like, damn, like I know that was, and not me and him crying, but him looking at me like, bro, it's going to be another one. You'll meet Karina in 15 years. It'll be fine. What about you?
I'd say the moment that I'm looking forward to most with both my sons would be their first triumph. And what I mean by that is where they have worked for something. They had blood, sweat, and tears. This is all their focus was. And because of their determination and their focus, they accomplished something. Achievement's big for me.
Yeah, we know.
Not even for that, but it's like in my life, I've always set my mind on something and I've accomplished it. It's rare that I have not accomplished something that I wanted to actually do, like truly wanted to do. And so I can't wait for my sons to apply the lessons that I learned, I'm trying to teach them. I was going to say learn them.
Yeah.
But the lessons that I've taught them and all these little nuggets and things here and there where they say, man, you really were looking out for me when you were hard on me at this point.
Yeah.
Right? You made me push through, didn't allow me to, take the easy route out because I learned determination and grit and perseverance and all that. Cannot wait.
That'd be dope. Yeah. All right, explain this bourbon.
Oh man, our bottle connoisseur here, our producer,
didn't even put it in the front.
He's been sitting here just.
It's the worst bottle
He's
bitch
too
I ever
locked
had.
in, as some might say. But this is the Old Forester 1910. It's part of a 6. It's right here. It's all right. It's part of a 6-bottle series that Old Forester has. Shout out to Old Forester, one of the
shout out Forrest Whitaker,
one of the distilleries I visited in Louisville. I got a parking ticket outside of their distillery. If Old Forester, we tag you and you respond, please help me reimburse that ticket because those meters were broken because it was like -4 degrees out. But a great little, it doesn't even look like a distillery. The thing about Louisville is they're everywhere. Kind of like Charlotte has breweries, they have distilleries. And so love Old Forester. I went to their tasting and they poured like 4 or 5 pours and I was blasted afterwards. But this particular 1910 variety is part of like a series where like, hey, we have certain years that are important to our distillery, like Prohibition, their distillery burned down. But this 1910 is special in that it's a dessert whiskey. It's a dessert bourbon. And some of my friends have said that it tastes kind of like sweet, caramelly.
On the first entrance.
Exactly.
It is sweet.
And we've been having a few at this point. So your palate's getting like more and more muddled, but you can still taste it like, hey, if I have this at the end of the night as a nightcap after dinner, perfect situation.
I like it. Ryan didn't want none. He a hater, man. All right. This is a dad podcast.
Yes. Club even.
We did. It is a club. Mike wanted to take the name club out. Early in our, that was one of our early debates. I won that one. I win most of our debates because I produce it. However, he is wise, so I give him some space and grace on certain things. And I'm never disrespectful because when I was truly broke, Mike was taking me places I never should have been.
I mean, he says he had money all the time, and I keep wanting to ask him, what did that mean back in the day?
Yeah, and I never knew because I remember one time I asked Ez what he did. It was so vague. I said, "You don't ask that question twice." But, bro, they trying to ruin. That's the op podcast. But yeah, like I'm making maybe $13, $14 an hour. And I remember I was at the hotel and I told everybody I was going to live in Miami, and we had a table and they laughed at me. And this before Rick Ross and Lil Wayne had their song out.
Yeah.
But it was known. Like if you was in Miami, you knew to go to Club Live on Sunday. And I was like, nah, we getting a table there. And they laughed. And I remember I came back to work and I showed them pictures and they was like, what are you doing with your money from work? Because everybody thought I was saving it. I was like, nah, my boy. And then I realized that ain't the cool thing to say. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Liv. And shout out to what's my man? He played for the Heat, Ryan. James Posey.
What about James Posey?
He was at Liv. He came up to
pool.
me. He told me, he said he liked my jacket. I said, get out the way. I got to pee.
Wow. Dubbing an NBA players nuts.
Especially when I'm broke. I'm making $13, $14 an hour. Shout out to being broke.
It's a real player move, but continue. What was the question?
So you're a dad. You said it. You have 2 sons. What does success look like for you as a dad? And if you want to jump in.
Oh, you know he wants to jump in.
I know. It's all
What
you.
does success look like for you?
What does success look like? I think that success looks like incremental improvement, right?
Okay.
So I'll reveal that, for me, I had my father growing up in my life, but he was the single source of income for our family.
Got you.
So he was very focused on, I can't get fired or all this goes away.
Yeah.
Right? So he had a role in our lives to play, and it wasn't that of the nurturer or the provider. It was like, I'm the disciplinarian and I'm the provider of like monetary provider, right? And so for me, the way I see incremental improvement that way is that like, hey, I'm here and I'm providing not just for you from a financial perspective or a disciplinary perspective, but like I am here for you as a human, right? I'm present in your life, and not that my dad was not present, but that I am more present than any other generation before me has ever been.
So that's what does success look like for you with your kids on their professional level? Like what would you want for them professionally?
I see my role or success as a father is just to give them perspective.
Okay.
The thing I am highly, highly a proponent of is I will teach you how to fish, and what you do with that knowledge is up to you. If you go fish, great. If you learn how to hunt because you learned how to fish, amazing.
If you AI fish.
I want to see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
So that's what
What you got for it? He gonna be like, she gotta go to the finance. She gotta hack the NSA. He gonna say something crazy.
Do you want me to answer this?
Yeah.
All right. So
do you feel compelled to answer?
Sure. So what does success look like for me, for my daughters?
Yeah, as a dad.
Without getting too deep, I would say I want them to always feel secure.
That part.
I
missed that.
With themselves and in any environment that I put them in. Right. So obviously at home, around me, her mom, I want them to feel safe, secure. But I also want them to, feel confident that if my dad wants me to be here or thinks it's okay for me to be here, that no, it's with my best interest in mind. To piggyback off that, I want her to be confident. Like I want her to exude a sense of confidence in whatever that she decides to pursue, because she knows that she put in the adequate amount of work and that she deserves to be where she is because she's been properly prepared, that she's taken the right steps, that she's made the necessary sacrifices. And then, lastly, just happiness, right? I just want her to, live a life that she's proud of, that she's happy, about. Like she's happy that she's in the place that she's in. She's happy with the people that she decided to allow her life in her circle. Yeah, that's what success looks like. And that could change next week, next year, as she grows. But right now, that's what I would say success looks like.
Yep. You ready for the second question that's not on the board?
Hold on. Let me just add to that. Okay. I want to also add, because for the record, I want my kids to have a relationship with me they don't have to need therapy for.
Yep.
Right? That psychological safety that Ryan was alluding to, the happiness aspect. We're moving up Maslow's kind of like hierarchy of needs towards self-actualization. I want my kids to be self-actualized.
Yep. And to add on to that, like I want to have a 25, 30 years from now, I want to have a good relationship with, with my daughters as adults. Like I want us to be able to sit beside each other, have a conversation, tell me what's going on. I want her to come to me with any problem, anything that's going on, and not feel like she's going to be judged or that she's scared to have that conversation, right? Like I'm her dad. I'm going to, discipline her depending on what it is, but I'm going to be there to support and make her feel secure.
I want to be there for Ryan the first time he give one of his daughters a whooping. Discipline. I want to be there. I will pay to be there. Crazy. He's so soft.
Terry Claw.
I would say I'm probably the most disciplinary around here, and you have to be with daughters.
I'm not going to do that. Okay. Nope. No, sir.
We said we were telling the truth, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm telling the absolute truth. Hey,
I promise you in last.
I promise I'm not. Come to the house. How about this? Ask Ann. No last names.
They know your last name.
There for us.
I'm driving. Oh.
Here's my question that ain't on the board. Look, Ben whole hand is in focus. Make sure they can see me. Yeah, Thank you.
Clip it.
I'm not clipping nothing.
Is that the last one? Yeah.
This is the question that's not on the board. He's gonna jump in.
I don't have to jump in.
The bonus one.
All right, you don't want to jump in on this?
It's up if you want me here.
You misspelled professional on the board, but that's okay.
I can't spell. You know that?
I knew that.
If you look at bourbon, every time it's up there, it looks like I messed up and I was trying to fix it. But I'm like, I know how to spell it. It's just weird. He's not going to jump in. What's one talent his daughter have that you hope that she dives 100% into to make her like great, whatever it is? What's one talent that she has that you see now as a 4-year-old that you like, I hope she goes 110% into that?
What is one talent that his daughter has?
Yes.
That I hope she leans into?
Yeah, I was thinking about this for your son, your oldest son. Yeah. I was thinking about this today, but I'm gonna ask you this about his daughter since he don't want to join in.
That is an
interesting question. All right, I'm gonna give you my answer for her. All right, so I think the cheap answer is saying like artistic, right?
That wasn't gonna be my route.
It's not. Yeah. I think that's the easy one.
Right.
I think she's so smart, and I'm trying to figure out if this is like inherited through the other side, not his side, not him. You can't say nothing. You didn't want to join in the conversation.
Magna cum laude, man.
Mute his mic. Mute his.
Magna cum laude, top 10 school.
You see, Ben, my buttons don't work.
He disabled it.
Nah, it didn't work. It's all good. I think she has the potential, just with how smart she is. I think this girl can know 5 languages by the time she get to 18. I really do think that. And I'm thinking, I'm like, and I was doing the math. I'm like, English, cool. There's an Asian language somewhere in there. Spanish is going to be easy. I think it's going to be a language out there. Did she just say, fuck it, I just want to learn this. And she
Greek,
can get it.
So I mean, it'll be
that's going to be on there.
English, Greek, Spanish, Tagalog.
Okay,
Tagalog.
Cool. And she might just say, I want to know French.
French or Portuguese.
Easy if you know Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, so I just think like if I was there, I would say really like, why are you talking during this segment? You didn't want to.
So you got to shut his mic off.
You're talking about my seed.
There you go.
Say something now. See, mute it.
Excellent.
I just got to scream now.
Now you go scream in the mic.
Yeah, yo.
But pause.
Pause.
Yo. But no, I wish if not that if it was up to me, but like I hope that's one of the things. She's so interested in things that I just like, I hope she goes like 110% in there. You got an answer? Or do you want me to tell you what I got for your kid?
All right. I got an answer for why he continues to think.
I was gonna answer, but
Go ahead and
answer. This is your podcast.
All right, here we go. So I think I would hope that Rhea continues. There's a term in Greek. It's called thrasos. Means audacity. As a polyglot, I know what you mean about learning multiple languages and having a facility for learning them.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that I think bleep the name. What I want for her is that she continues, what I've seen in her young years is that she enters spaces and just navigates them without any kind of nervousness or where's the word I'm looking for? Just reservations.
Yeah, reservations. Yeah.
She has the ability to go in and be like, hey, I am now just part of I take up space, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of first generation college students had to grapple with the ability to come into rooms with folks that were quote unquote unfamiliar to them, or maybe from they didn't believe they deserved to be there. And they teach you as a first generation college student to take up space.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it does that very well.
Yeah.
And I pray that she continues to throughout her life, because that's honestly having the audacity to just be there is 90% of the game.
Yeah. Next.
Like I said,
Here we go, bro.
Since you talk about my seed, I got an answer. I would say like currently she displays a good understanding of puzzles, building things, coming up with solutions to things I don't necessarily have a solution, like strategic thinker, problem solver.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom and I love, like we both love like design, graphic design, interior design, like kind of putting things together as well. I would say she has the ability to like be an architect, right? And I think that marries the artistic abilities along with some of the, academic pieces of like knowing how things are built, right? Knowing the numbers behind things, knowing what kind of fits a space and makes sense here.
Based on what architects are today.
Say it again?
Based on what architects are today.
Correct. But I mean, that will evolve and she will evolve, and I think she will adjust well.
Yeah.
But I think that's something that, based on how she currently is, I think she will really enjoy. And the biggest piece is like her love for puzzles. Like we do like 3 puzzles a week at this point, and they're like 100-piece puzzles.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to like 200-piece puzzles. And
I say a day. I saw it.
Yeah.
No, a week.
Hour.
Because like on Saturdays we may do 3, but we won't do them any other time. So, but sometimes it's like it depends. But we average 3 a week. And she loves them.
So it was funny. I was thinking about this question. So I was thinking about your oldest son. And I was like, he's super calculated and can't be moved off his square unless he want to be moved. And it was one of those things where I was like, I hope he keeps doing that, because those people change worlds. Like, hey, I think even at this young age, I'm pausing like it's chaos. Cause I give y'all some insight into our kids' lives. My kid is the Tasmanian devil who just moves, right? His daughter is chill, but kind of just seeing what's going on. And your son is like, he's just standing there, but you can see he's calculating what he's doing. And I laughed because we was at his baby shower, and he came up to me, he was talking to me, and he was like, hey,
My
hold.
son?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, you good? And he was like, hey, hold this. And it was all these golf balls. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was telling me he needed me to hold these. And he started explaining why he had so many in his pocket and how many he could carry at a time. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, it's, mind you, my kid is getting one and seeing how far he can throw it. And so I was thinking about this. I'm like, hey, the one thing I wish that even your son, like, I hope he dives into that even more, because once you get to college, you do need that. Like, it was funny. I was talking to my mom yesterday because my mom wants a part-time job. And I said, hey, she was like, the assessment was just too much. It was like, whatever. And I was laughing. I was like, yeah, the assessment is easy if you understand that they want to know what the 4th step is on every question.
Yeah.
And she just looked, and like your son has that ability early. And I could just see like him thinking to those steps. And that was my thing there. That's what my question was. He was not supposed to jump in the question. We were just going to pick at him and his family.
We were supposed to talk about this bourbon that I poured, but
give it to me.
Here we go. We got the Trader Joe's.
Oh gosh.
Is the battery about to die? Is that what that little blinky light means?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And yes, not the battery. It's the memory card.
Worry me, but
nah.
Yeah. So this is a Trader Joe's. This is the excuse me, novelty bourbon that I always pull out. I always appreciate bringing this out for people who enjoy Trader Joe's because in the South, the alcohol distribution is a. Mike always tells us about this. Is it socialism? Either way, they evenly distribute and allocate bottles in our state, and they control where we get the alcohol from. And this is not possible to get unless you get it from Trader Joe's up north, where outside of the Bible Belt, it's Wild Wild West. But it's not particularly good. That's Trader Joe's, but it's
no
good
deal
enough.
with them.
I think it's like $20.
Oh, shout out to Trader Joe's. I love y'all. To the Bourbon Fest. Before we get out of here, I got a lightning round. These are quick. You not to think. You are to answer.
Even.
Shout out to you, Woods. You have missed 2 weeks on the
weekly
meetings.
Sessions.
Yeah, we was texting yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" He tried to give me some bullshit, and I was like, "Oh, must be that whole line." But yeah,
you know too much. Continue.
All right, you ready? Ryan didn't like that. He gonna stab me.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. It's fine. Mute his mic.
This
is my pod.
It is your pod. All right, this is the lightning round. I'm gonna ask it. You don't even have to give an explanation if you don't want to. If you want to give an explanation, 3 sentences or less. What's your favorite daily drinker of bourbon?
I don't have one.
You got one? That was Ryan.
That was definitely you. Slow and low.
Bro, I have 100 bottles. I don't have a favorite daily drinker.
Daily drinker, slow and low. Easy. It's like one of those pre-mixed
Slow
drinks.
and low is not a bourbon though. It's a pre-mixed cocktail.
It would be, but the base of it is a bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
The base of it is
he
a
likes
bourbon.
old fashions is what he's trying to say.
I do. So if it's a daily sipper, slow and low.
What's the most underrated tech skill?
Creator, the ability to create and vision.
Okay. One AI tool everyone should try this week.
Wow.
Great question.
This week,
He had this question for like 3 months.
this is on the phone.
He didn't look at it.
Next question.
Okay. Oh, he think this is
All right,
Family
Steve
Feud.
Harvey.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like it's Family.
ChatGPT. I don't know.
I think me and Ryan might be related, but he don't know it yet.
I hope not.
What would you do if you found out we was related?
I can't say what I would do.
Would you respect me more? Oh,
I probably wouldn't be as nice to you as I am.
Oh, that's crazy.
If we were related, I would not be as nice.
Okay.
Y'all ever heard the term Elmo?
Elbow?
Elmo.
Elmo's world.
Yeah,
Little
from
Sesame.
Disney. Yeah.
Enough. Let's move on. Elmo.
Well,
You know he was black?
You didn't answer your question, Ben. Answer your question. You can't pass.
Whenever AI tool for this week. I'm trying to help you out.
It would probably be Open Claw.
Okay. One career mistake dads should avoid.
Ooh.
Focusing only on your career and not yourself as a holistic person.
Do you want to expound? I'll let you go past your 3 sentences.
Yeah, see, that's why I answered it the way I did. So I would say that as a father and as a man, shout out to the patriarchy, we are seen as like the provider and we got to like be all this and that and the other, this and the third. But at the end of the day, you are still shaping humans. And no matter what, if you're an employee of another company, right? I'm not going to speak for entrepreneurs. I don't have that experience. But as an employee, having and reserving that ability of yourself to be there and present every day for your kids is special, right? You're paid. You sell your time to somebody else, and your kids and if you are in a relationship, your relationship get the rest. Right? And there's always a trade-off on what you can do, but that's what I mean by that.
I laugh. Rena pregnant. And so we're going through life. I know I told
Coco.
this. Shout out. Keep calling my girl a different name. I'm going to have to stab him on air. And that camera going, the memory out, so it's all good. We won't see you. I remember knowing I was, bro, I'm taking any booking. If you told me, yo, $50 a shoot, I was taking it. I was doing whatever. And I remember JK sat me down, was like, the shoots will be here. Your son being a day old to 6 months, you will never get that time back.
Ever.
He was like, create the schedule. They will book. You just got to get them the time slot they can get you. And he was like, take that time. And I was so glad because, bro, I was going to crash out. I was willing to do whatever because I'm saving money. And then when he got here, I don't know about y'all, but like, especially with the first kid, bro, it's my first child. The only person I knew who had a kid before that was Mike. And the person before that was my sister. And so there is so many years before. So I'm buying anything I see on Amazon that they say recommended for babies. I'm buying it. Bro, I bought the dumbest bottles you could ever buy, right? Stupid diapers, right? It took me a minute. The reason why we have, and it's funny now because we asking everybody to give us Huggies because Roman, we was doing all types of diapers. Huggies was the only one that he would rock with. He wouldn't break out. Everything was good, right? So we settled on that. And it just took, I was willing to do whatever. And he was just like, calm down, sit back. You got this.
Yeah.
Spend as much time.
Prioritize.
The money will be here. Yes. And that's what he was really trying to get at. And so that he about to jump in. Watch this.
Here we go.
No, only if you want me to.
Lightning round.
You want me to jump in or not?
Go ahead.
So
They can't see you. I can mute you. They wouldn't even know you.
Let's
crazy.
just clip this. It's fine.
To add on to that point, I think most new fathers are that way, right? You're just trying to do whatever you think is best for your kid, whether it's you think I need to provide more financially, I need to do such and such, whatever. Like for me, I was like a super planner. And you guys know this about me. I try to plan everything, have all the details. So whenever I found out,
Sidebar. Ryan's the one in our group chat. He be going back and forth with the girls when we trying to plan stuff, and me and Ben just don't exist in the group.
Yeah, okay, 'cause we got to get stuff done.
Facts.
But like whenever I found out, her mom was pregnant with her, like I went into preparation mode, like immediately, right? Like, what do I need to learn? Because I didn't know anything about being a dad, so
Yeah.
did a lot of research. I attended like 20, dad classes because that was offered by insurance, so like which are all the dad classes. Made sure things were kind of set up so that whenever that day came, like we were prepared. So I just went into like research preparation mode. And like, luckily, my, job provides paternity leave. So I was able to get, 4 months off. Right. And that was great. Those 4 months off just dedicated to spending time, with baby girl. And we was working from home. So that was amazing too.
Not Shamir's dream. Never getting paternity leave around here. What is one dream bottle you do not own that you want? Or at least to try?
The Weller's Millennium blend.
What?
It's a bottle that they
you said the Millennium Tour.
Yeah, it's a Buffalo Trace, and they have mixed a little bit of bourbon from 2000, the Millennium,
I'm looking it up
into that bottle. Comes a really cool thing, or the Eagle Extra Rare.
The 10 year? I got that at the crib.
No. This is extra rare.
I got the rare.
No, extra.
The Weller's Millennium Kentucky Straight. This shit is $7,000, Ben. I'm not buying this for you.
Was that the intent of the question? This is a dream bottle.
All right, Ryan.
Costco.
They sell it at Costco.
Yeah, don't worry
If I drop $7,000 at Costco, it better come with something special. Damn, this shit got 5 stars on Google.
26-year-old bourbon, but go on.
Dang. Ryan, we can't get this for his birthday.
He not getting it.
Yeah, it's crazy, Ben. Let me read you the review. Tell me how you feel. Just come from Reddit. I did not proof this. It just came up. Next up, we're checking out one of the most insane pours that I ever managed to get our hands on, the Weller's Millennium. Released. All right, cool. It says 3% whiskey distilled in 2000. 50% distilled in 03, 40% in 05, and 7% in 07.
Mm-hmm.
The price sample is the proof is 99, price sample 75. The nose is deep, rich caramel, cherry, and aged vanilla bean, along with cinnamon, toasted King's Hawaiian rolls. Ben, you want us to eat Hawaiian rolls? Or drink Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah.
There's a ton of layered charred oak, seasoned oak, generally antique vibes surrounding the nose of the pour. Everything present smells old in the best possible way. All right, we ain't got time for all
It's
this.
like a library, yeah.
They gave it a 9 out of 10.
Wow, deducted a point. I'm curious for what? Yeah.
Well, on a 9 scale, that means it's incredible. It's an all-time favorite. And they asked them where they get it a sample from. This is gonna piss Ben off. I won it at a giveaway. This is coming from a group who goes all in at a giveaway for a expensive bottle of bourbon every year, and we never win. We'll win it next year. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank you for coming. I do want to thank you for giving us your expertise, sharing your life with us, sharing your bourbon with us, and everything. This is by far the longest podcast. That camera don't even work no more. When it's doing that, it's twitching like that. It ain't working. What is one thing you want somebody? One last piece of advice. I'm going into tech, and the second piece of advice, I want to join this bourbon trail.
I never did talk about the bourbon trail, but that's fine. Those who know.
All right,
but go on.
But I want to get into bourbon. I want to get into tech. So it could be two different things. What's one thing you want them to know before they go into each one?
All right. So for tech, I'd say talk to people, build your network. Networking bulletproofs you from layoffs, from it builds your ability to learn, not the hard way, but from other people's experiences. It really just opens up your ability to be adaptive to any situation. You're not even career-wise, but like anything. And I'd say from a tech perspective, or from a bourbon perspective, what I would recommend to people is to really do research on what you like. And that's how, alluding to the bourbon trail, is I like to curate a tasting experience based on what people like and their flavor profile. Just really dive deep, go into the rabbit hole about like Google, like what's the mash bill of blends, or like what's the mash bill of, I don't know, Old Forester 1910, and then taste it and be like, hey, I like it or I don't. And then you can really like build off of that. And don't be afraid to kind of get into the details. Details are where the magic is.
I love that. Ryan, any last words on Ben's podcast?
Let me mute him.
I think Ben did it. Oh, never mind. I was going to give him a compliment.
Nah, go ahead.
You can mute it. No. I think Ben did a fantastic job of explaining the history of bourbon.
Said fuck me.
Why he enjoys each bourbon that he brought, what it means to him. I really like, how he talked about how bourbon provides an opportunity and a space to, be shared with friends and, be shared during certain events. Like I think that's important. I think Gavin did an okay job as a host. His questions were subpar.
Wish we had Mike here.
Yeah, but he always has room for improvement. But the guest of today's show was a star for sure.
My last question to Ben. This is going to be
last question. All right.
Yeah. This is going to be a starter question for guests.
Oh.
If you can improve the Black Dads Club in any way, what would it be? While we doing that, while Ben is thinking of that, I want to encourage everybody, please check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Patreon. Ben is a founding member. He was our first founding member. Shout out. For those who do not know, on June 13th, we will be having a headshot event. If my words are slow, they're not slurring, but if they're slow, it's because
2 times speed.
You got to go 2 times speed to get all this. But yes, please check us out. Make sure, shout out to Mike every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I'm trying to get Mike to do this at maybe 6.
I thought it was at 9.
I don't fucking know. I'm trying to get Mike to move it up. But
hey, it's during demon hours.
Shout out. Yeah. Mike, you doing this when I'm trying to get late. But yes, anyway, if you can improve the Black Dads Club in any way, what would it be?
Tremendous brand strength, tremendous content, tremendous ability to adapt. I would say the way to improve it, what I would suggest is having the audacity to say, why not us? I think Mike touched on it in the last pod or in a recent post on Instagram that I've seen is like your reach, insight, content is on par with what I see as some of the most successful podcasts. And just having the audacity to say, hey, whoever the next step up is for distribution and exposure and I don't even know, but like the ability to say, hey, we are a top contender.
Yeah.
Recognize us as such.
Hey, I love that. I love that. I'm not going to respond because it'd be unfair. And I don't have nothing to respond with. Yo, I want to thank y'all for listening. I want to thank y'all for checking this out. Please be sure to follow Ben. If he allows me his...
Nah, my profile's private. I'm good.
Then cool.
I don't like new friends.
Ben hates friends in general. He's so
I will leave group chats. I don't care.
He will. And then Ryan will put him back.
Yeah, I had to tell him about himself with that. That was not okay. You can't leave unannounced.
We have to fix him.
I said I'm out.
Not, after we had that conversation.
The trip is done. Goodbye.
We got to fix Ben. He needs to be fixed. And with that, we're going to holler at y'all next time.
Holla at your boy.
Love y'all.
He wanted to be